Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Fallout New Vegas. Last time I kind of cut off in more or less mid-conversation with Daniel, so let's just jump right back in and start talking to him.
I'm glad to see you're still with us. How can I help you?
Why are you so eager to evacuate Zion? You don't seem to be a pacifist.
There's an old saying that goes, if you want peace, get ready for war. You've got me figured half right. I'll shoot dead any white leg that tries to creep into this camp. But it's only to protect the Sorrows. The Lord helps those who help themselves. But the Sorrows don't know how. Joshua and I do. Since I got them into this mess, I need to get them out.
Morning, John. Nice to see you. Let's see, you're right to leave, but I don't think you should kill any of the white legs. That's an awful lot of responsibility to take on. If you're willing to defend the Sorrows, why not pursue the white legs? That makes sense. Let's talk about something else. I'm feeling a little bloodthirsty. If you're willing to defend the Sorrows, why not pursue the white legs?
There is an important difference between killing in defense and waging war. Even a Gentile like you should know that.
Joshua's a new Canaanite, and he's obviously willing to attack the white legs.
Joshua is a living Bible of all mankind's miseries of war. The debt he has levied through his actions, he repays every day. He is a monument both to God's unending forgiveness and to humanity's unfathomable capacity for cruelty. It's written on every inch of his body. When you look at him, do you only see a man of God? Beneath those bandages, he is burned flesh. As he burns, so does he consume everyone around him. Joshua wants to fight because the whitelegs have stoked the naked flame inside of him. You see the light, but do not yet feel the heat. I can pray that you never will. But it isn't up to me, and it isn't up to God. It's up to Joshua.
Hi, Naren. Thanks for joining us this morning. What do you know of the white legs?
They're hateful savages who live only to plunder and destroy. Their leader is a devil called Salt Upon Wounds. War is all he knows. Everything he has, everything that tribe has, was taken by force, raiding, and scavenging. It's said there's no man deadlier at close range. That power fist of his has smashed 100 skulls. Maybe that's true, but so what? It's a low form of leadership. A tribe that knows only war has no future. And so he'll lead them to Caesar.
What do you know about the Father in the Caves?
Father in the... Oh, right. He's some spirit the Sorrows used to believe in. Watched over them from the caves in the valley. They marked some of the caves around here because they think they'll be punished for going inside. I think as more of them learn the teachings of the new Canaanites, they'll lose their old superstitions.
You might want to have a chat with them. They think your Lord and the Father are the same.
Oh? Oh. Of course. How stupid of me. They probably also think Mary is the mother and Jesus is the child. No wonder they picked up on things so easily. I guess it just goes to show how difficult it is to communicate sometimes.
Let's see, I need some medical assistance. Can you help?
I should be able to address most common problems. What's the matter?
I need medical supplies.
I can provide medical assistance. I can even use supplies that we have here. But I can't just sell what we have. I need to address problems as they arise. And most of those have to do with the Sorrows or dead horses.
Barter 50. I'm trading pre-war goods and supplies from the Mojave Wasteland. You need those too, don't you?
I do. All right. I can provide you with supplies, but be frugal with them.
Alright, so there we go. So now we can sell him a few things. Not that I think I really have anything to sell to him at this juncture. Nope.
I'm glad to see you're still with us. How can I help you?
Joshua told me you needed a few things. I think this is everything. Oh, Naren, I don't think there's a problem with the settings. I didn't make an announcement because my iPhone is in the process of installing the new iOS update, so I didn't actually have access to the Discord, but I also didn't want to wait to start the stream.
Well, I'll be. I was starting to lose hope we'd be able to get any of this, much less all of it. Tribals are smart, but, well, they're ignorant. Letting go of a taboo is difficult for them. So I knew it would have to be one of us. Turns out all it took was a Gentile, or, no offense. These supplies are a godsend. But if we're going to evacuate Zion without drawing more white leg attention, I need you to go back into the valley. Specifically, I need you to scout out some locations for white legs and try to recover a map of Grand Staircase, a wilderness area to the east. There's also the matter of the roads. We're going to be heading out of the east side of the park, but I'm not sure the way is clear.
There we go. Restore our fortunes. Quest completed, Deliverer of Sorrows. Achievement unlocked, Restore our fortunes. Anything to help, I'll do what I can.
I appreciate the enthusiasm. There aren't a lot of people in the wasteland with kindness to spare for anyone who isn't kin. Since you've been poking around the valley, you might see more activity from the Whitelegs. One of the Sorrow's hunters, Waking Cloud, has volunteered to help guide you through the valley. She has a special talent for staying out of sight. After this, it's just a matter of getting everyone out of here safe and sound. And hopefully you can head back to the Mojave without any more trouble.
Speak to Waking Cloud about taking her as a guide. Find a map of the Grand Staircase region. Deal with the Whitelegs camp. Optional, steal the Whitelegs war totems from the encampments. Optional, wipe out the Whiteleg encampments at Bighorn Bluff. Deal with the Whiteleg traps. Optional, disarm the traps on the bridge. Optional, kill the Whitelegs planting the traps. Deal with the Yao-Guai at Pine Creek. Optional, collapse the Yao-Guai cave. Optional, kill the Yao-Guai at Pine Creek. Man, we got a lot of stuff to do. Explosives are always handy. Daniel has given you some pre-war mining explosives and a special detonator for them. They aren't useful as weapons, but could be used to collapse certain caves if that proves necessary in your exploration.
Well, here we part ways. I'm needed back at the Dead Horses
The
camp.
Advanced Scouts.
Maybe I'll see you there sometime.
Excuse me. Quest added the Grand Staircase. Give my regards to Joshua then. Hold on, we got a bunch of quests popping up. How many are there? Jeez. Alright, there we go. Give my regards to Joshua, then.
I will. Good gunning, Akis.
Follows Chalk has returned to the Dead Horses camp. You have lost Follows Chalk's well-stacked Cairns perk. Alright, here we are at level 23. I'm going to put Repair to 70. I'm going to put Guns to 63. One extra point. Let's throw it in unarmed. And now, let's look at all this. So the Grand Staircase. Find a map of the Grand Staircase region. Speak to Waking Cloud about taking her as guide. Hey St. Louis, not really. I just finished talking to Daniel. We completed the original set of quests. Got a new set. Follows Chalk left, and we leveled up. I raised Repair and Guns. But you can see I'm still standing where I was when I left off last time. Alright. The Advanced Scouts. Steal the War Totems, wipe them out. Deal with the camp. Treacherous Road. Can kill the Whitelegs, disarm the traps, deal with them one way or another. River monsters, we can kill the Guai or we can collapse the cave, but either way we have to deal with them. Fun stuff. Alright. Well, we need to find Waking Cloud. That's next. So, I'm guessing she's down in the front, where she always has been. At least Follows is gone. Yeah, I'm sure Nyron's a little disappointed, because he just instantly vanished. So I didn't get an opportunity to kill him even if I wanted to. Which I sort of don't. I mean, for all of his yammering, he was actually pretty useful in a fight. There she is.
Daniel said that I was to travel with you until you have completed your scouting. Is this pleasing to you?
Completed. Optional. Speak to Waking Cloud. Sounds good. Let's go.
Certainly. We should make haste then.
Waking Cloud has given you the Quiet as the Waters perk. While Waking Cloud is in your party, it is much easier to sneak by the Whitelegs. Their perception is decreased. Not bad. Let's give her some armor. She's gonna need it.
If something of mine will help you, take it. I hope you would do the same for me.
Oh, but I'm not carrying it right now. That was silly of me. Alright, well, let's take her stuff and let's go ahead and talk to her. See if she's got anything new to say now that she's a companion.
How to be you?
Morning, Keck. I am doing pretty well. How are you? Just, do you have any family?
I do. A fine husband and 3 children. I miss them each day, but I take comfort in knowing they are safe.
Safe? Where are they?
When we learned that Salt Upon Wounds had defiled Zion with his presence, Daniel ordered the children, the old, and the sick evacuated from the camp. My husband volunteered to lead the hunters that went with them for protection. I try not to worry about them, but we have had no news for so long, and Daniel seems sad when I ask him about it. Sad and a little frightened.
I could talk to him. Maybe he'll open up more to me.
Perhaps he will. I sometimes feel he thinks he must protect me. If he has news, I would know of it.
That's all I wanted to know for now. Quest added, a family affair.
Then I will look forward to our next speaking.
Find out what Daniel knows about Waking Cloud's family. I'm sure this is going to go well.
I'm glad to see you're still with us. How can I help you?
Is there any other way I can help the Sorrows?
If you could part with it, healing powder would be welcome. We have enough stim packs for now, but we can't rely on that small supply. Brock and Xander plants can be found throughout the valley, and you might even find some on Whitelegs you come across.
Note added, Sorrow's healing powder supply. You mentioned you need healing powder. I have some if you're still interested.
Ah, that's great news. We can use anything you can offer.
Here's 1 healing powder.
Thanks. Even 1 dose can make a difference.
Okay, it's a karma engine. I wondered what that was going to do. Tell me about Waking Cloud's family.
What do you want to know exactly? I'm sure she could tell you much better than I.
You like listening to me while you get ready for work and you've got school in 10 minutes? Yeah, I know, I keep pretty strange hours. Thanks for joining me when I can. She said one of her births was difficult and you helped her through it.
Oh, well, that's true. Waking Cloud is a talented midwife. She's certainly brought more children into the world than I have. But there are some problems she's never dealt with. One of them came up when she was having her 3rd child, and I really didn't do much. I'm surprised she mentioned it.
And?
What?
Did you help the rest of her family leave Zion?
I did.
What's the matter? Did something happen?
Her 3 children are safe. They made it north weeks ago and met up with new Canaanites heading east. Her husband didn't make it. He died protecting their children from a Whiteleg attack. Do not tell Waking Cloud. She is one of the only Sorrows who can communicate easily with us, and her tribe needs her to be strong right now.
It's her husband. Don't you think she has a right to know?
To everything, there is a season. Who are you or I to put this heavy burden on her now?
You're the new Canaanite who's supposed to help lead these people, not hide things from them.
I know, you're right. I shouldn't have hidden it from her in the first place. We can't fail here again. Zion can't become the next New Canaan. The Sorrows don't deserve that. They don't deserve any of this. Sometimes I look at them and wonder if they would have been better off if those old trails had stayed forgotten. If we had never found any of them. Tell Waking Cloud if you think that's best. I won't stop you.
Completed. Find out what Daniel knows. Tell Waking Cloud about her family.
Until then.
Can you do a massacre stream? Probably not. The rewards for doing a massacre are just so inferior compared to actually finishing the quests. It's probably why no one ever does those streams, Lex. Alright, let's talk to her again.
Katubiu.
About your husband. I'm afraid he was killed by Whitelegs during the evacuation.
What? No. You must be mistaken. Daniel would have told me.
Yeah, it did say earlier that Daniel and Joshua were the only two left, so... There's a little hiccup in the writing there, you're absolutely right. I'm afraid so. Daniel kept it from you because he thought the grief would distract you.
How dare he? What gives him the right? I thought Daniel was my friend, but he cares nothing for the Sorrows.
He was only doing what he thought was best for the tribe. It wasn't an easy choice for him.
Perhaps. I will have to have a very long talk with Daniel when all of this is over. Thank you for telling me this truth.
There we go. Alright, ready to roll out, but at the moment we can't fast travel because we need to have a chat with Josh at the entrance to the Narrows. As you can see, Joshua Graham has appeared up here. Let's go speak to him.
By the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down. Yea, we wept, when we remembered Zion. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it even to the foundation. O daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. Do you know what it means?
You don't want to leave Zion. You'd rather kill every last one of the Whitelegs.
Given those two choices, yes. In the best of all possible worlds, they would just leave us in peace. But they won't. I don't enjoy killing, but when done righteously, it's just a chore, like any other. Practiced hands make for short work, and the good Lord knows there's much to be done here.
Hi Kashif, thanks for joining us. Salt Lake City was wiped out. Yeah, so Benjamin, I knew New Canaan existed too, but post-apocalyptic Mormons, that makes a great title. Yes, Lex, I believe the followers of the apocalypse are, well, they're not Mormons anymore. I think they've abandoned their religious roots, but I think they originally split off from Mormons who survived the Great War in the Fallout timeline. This conversation just got pretty dark. What was that about Happy dashing the little ones? Why are you talking to me about it? You'll get no argument from me. These Whitelegs are human garbage. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one.
They're still God's children. But if they turn against their brothers and sisters, won't listen to reason, if they pollute the Lord's temples on earth, like Zion, who are we to stand by and let them continue? Daniel does not yet see things the way we do. He is the John to our Matthew and Mark. When you have a moment, speak with him. There may still be time to save Zion from the Whitelegs, to keep God's children here, in this living temple. Welcome back. What can I do for you?
What do you know of Salt Upon Wounds?
He's a butcher. Believe me, I know the godless fire that burns in his heart. I've been burned by it myself. He's not the kind to let his subordinates do all the killing. No, he likes to have a hand in it, with that spear of his. He's fashioned himself an abomination before the eyes of the Lord. I'm happy to serve as an instrument of divine justice.
Can I ask you some personal questions?
It's not something I enjoy, but I pray to God that someone may learn from my mistakes. What would you like to know?
I'll have to raise our speech to pass that check. That's fine. Were you always with the New Canaanites?
I was born in Ogden, what people came to call New Canaan. Things were more peaceful when I was growing up. When I was a young man, I went out into the world to do missionary work, as all New Canaanites do. I traveled along the Long 15 and followed 89 south into Arizona. Along the way, I met two men from a group called the Followers of the Apocalypse. Edward Sallow and Bill Calhoun. They came to teach the tribes. Calhoun was a good man. Edward was the one who got us into trouble down the road.
Was one of those men Caesar?
No, not then. Back then he was just Edward. Smart man. Young, but we all were. We thought we could hike into the Grand Canyon and talk to Blackfoots. We did. And the Blackfoots were friendly enough at first. But eventually... I've thought back to that day so many times. I must have mistranslated. Something must have been mixed up, because the Blackfoots decided we weren't going to leave. The rest is history, assuming Edward hasn't changed it.
How did you end up as Caesar's legate?
This way lies the path to hell. Caesar needed me to translate. Translation became giving orders. Giving orders became leading in battle. Leading in battle became training, punishing, terrorizing. A series of small mistakes before a great fall. And I stayed in that darkness until after Hoover Dam. After I failed Caesar and he had me burned alive, thrown into the Grand Canyon.
How did you survive?
I survived because the fire inside burned brighter than the fire around me. I fell down into that dark chasm. The flame burned on and on. The next morning, I woke up and crawled out of the northern edge of the Grand Canyon, that cursed place. It took me 3 months to reach New Canaan. It was as though the prodigal son had returned. They welcomed me like I had never left, never done anything to shame them. The fire that had kept me alive was love. Their love. God's love. I will never be able to repay the debt I owe to them, but I must try. It's...
skip that one. I'll use a skill magazine to pass it in a second. Haven't had to do that in a while. What do you know about the war between Caesar and NCR?
I try not to involve myself with matters of the Mojave anymore. All I know is from before the Battle of Hoover Dam.
What do you think of NCR?
Better than Caesar, but that's not a high standard. Too much love of money and ownership. Not enough love of God and giving. Any society that derives its power and authority from the will of man alone lives apart from God and will crumble in the end. It's...
Do you know about Mr. House?
I had heard of him, but when we were preparing to enter the Mojave, he didn't seem relevant to what was happening. From what I've learned since Hoover Dam, he handled the Mojave tribes in a fashion not entirely dissimilar from Caesar. It's too bad.
I'm guessing you don't like Caesar very much.
Love the sinner, hate the sin. With Caesar, it's often very difficult to see through all of that sin to the person inside. I can say that we were both lucky that NCR's supply lines and land routes north of Mojave Outpost were destroyed before the Battle of Hoover Dam. Something bad happened near Death Valley, at a place called the Divide. NCR couldn't cut across anymore, and it slowed down the reinforcements. Terrible storms ripped entire companies apart before they even got to Nevada soil. The aftermath of Hoover Dam could have been even worse for Caesar.
What's at the Divide?
I don't know for certain, and I don't think NCR knows either. Whatever happened at the Divide was too much for them to handle. Our Frumentari told us what they saw. Only fools and madmen would march into a place like that. All roads wind down to the same spot, the grave. They said all that's left there is a gaping wound cut into the earth, cursed and damned. No place for God-fearing folk.
The Divide blocked all of their northern land routes?
Not all of them, but they couldn't take 127 north to get around the mountains. As if Death Valley weren't enough, they had the Divide and Big Empty to deal with. From what the Legion's explorers reported, the Big Empty may as well have been a wall to any living thing approaching it.
Alright, thanks for stopping by, Nyron. It's always words. It's always a pleasure to see you. Thanks for being here. Yeah, Lex, I know. I've played all these before. Alright, that's enough for now. Let me see if I've got meeting people so I can pass the speech check.
Welcome back.
Are you in much pain? Is there anything I can do to help?
You are kind to offer, but no, there's nothing you can do. We don't use chems, but I learned long ago that I'm immune to their effects. It never stops burning my skin. Every day I have to unwind the bandages and replace them with fresh ones. Exposing my body to the air is like living through it again. But it's better to be clean than comfortable.
Alright. Now let me see if there's anything new we can talk about with Daniel after that conversation. Then we'll actually be ready to fast travel out and start moving on. Let's get a drink of this water before we go. Keep our dehydration in check. Where the hell did he go? Oh, Daniel. Why you gotta be so hard to find? Oh, I hope I didn't need the meeting people to pass some kind of speech check with him. Shit, where the hell is he? Daniel's roaming space is way too big. There he is.
I fear for our people and for...
I'm glad to see you're still with.
Okay, no, there's nothing new there. That's good.
Valley.
All right.
Something is... We pass like moonlight on still water.
Let's go stealth mode and let's head to the Yaogwai cave, which is down here.
Yaogwai, Even our strongest hunters could not hope to kill so many. There must be a nest nearby.
What do you propose?
Fighting so many at once is a dangerous prospect, unless you are a truly mighty warrior. This many so close together suggests a nest nearby. If we find it and destroy it, we might have better luck.
How would we do that?
Did Daniel not give you some of the new Canaanites' fire clay? That could easily collapse a cave and trap the beasts inside. Look around and see if you can find a cave nearby. It may prove easier than slaying the beasts.
Hi, Marissy. Thanks for the shout-out. Sorry you have to work, but, I mean, we all do. Such is life. Big deal. I've killed worse.
I hope that is truth, and not a boast. But I will respect your leadership.
We'd better get to work then.
I stand with you.
Alright, so there are a bunch over here, of course. Yeah, that didn't go well. That didn't go well at all. Let's duck into the cave. More caves, so many caves. Well, the thing is, we're actually backtracking to a cave we had already explored. Yeah, we need to regroup. I gotta get some sneak kills going on with at least one of these two. Give me the headshot, come on. Okay, it is giving me the headshot. Just kidding.
If I must.
Damn it. Okay, well, let's see if we can get close then.
You leave me no choice.
Nope. Not gonna happen, is it?
I'll fight you if I... You leave me no choice.
I think are all three of them giants? Probably.
I'll fight you if...
I wish I had the Blitz perk from Fallout 4. That would make this doable. Yeah, let's... Plant mining explosives at key points within the cave. Well, I kind of want the experience from killing them, and I'm worried they're going to despawn if I do the cave quest and then leave. But we may not have a choice. I guess there's enough experience to go around. Oh, but the cave is respawned. New fungus and everything. There's the first place. No, Alex, we already killed the ghost of She. There's number 2. And these look like cubs.
Father, I ask that you guide this man who is the vessel of your will.
If I could just line up a headshot, this would do the job. I know it would. It's a bad angle.
You leave me no choice.
Lord Death of Murder Mountain. Kill anything, just more of it. Alright, well, we got those 3. So where's the third spot to plant explosives? I would think it'd be in here, but maybe not. Nope. There it is. Yeah. Leave the cave and set off the charges with the mining detonator. Alright, maybe it didn't respawn. Maybe I just missed that fungus on my first trip. Hard to know. Alright, we're done here. I get the feeling
We pass like moonlight on still water.
gonna have to deal with those giant Yaoguai anyway. With my current loadout, I think the only good way to do it is gonna be to... was going to be to get close enough for a melee sneak attack. Oh no, Waking Cloud. No. Okay, good.
We seem to be safe for the moment.
Yeah, this is not going well. Yeah, no, they're all just right fucking there, aren't they? Back up.
I'll fight you if I must.
What I really need... Oh, that's a good idea. Good call.
Here they are.
I got one by itself. Ah. Yeah. Nope, it's taken that option away from me too.
on my herbs to feed.
Oh, if I could just get one and then escape back into the cave, I feel like that'd at least be progress. Oh, tell her to wait in the cave. There you go. Yeah, that's the right answer. We're going to do that after this one fails.
I will need more than my herbs. I'll fight you if I must. As you wish.
There we go. I thought we were done cheesing after dealing with the legendary Deathclaw, but apparently there's still some more in our future. Yeah, we're still going to be pretty fragile until we finish Old World Blues. After we come out of there with a Christine's COS sniper rifle and the superheated Saturnite fist, we'll be pretty untouchable.
Daniel says that most people outside the valley do not keep to the Father's ways. Perhaps when you leave, you will carry his word with you.
This is only really going to work if Super Slam kicks in. I don't want to take that hit either. Come on. Run! There you go. There we go. Wasn't as safe as I thought. Of course. Naturally. Did he fall all the way down? Nope. Is Christine the mute NPC in Dead Money? Yes, she is, and you find a unique weapon in Old World Blues called a Christine's COS sniper rifle. It's very powerful. It's not as powerful as the anti-material rifle, but it's really, really strong and still just uses 308 ammo, which is pretty great. The stream's lagging. Oh boy. Yep, I see it. Give me a second. Alright, let me know if that refresh worked. Heh, I'll take it. Alright. Christine is also, we haven't used her yet in the main game. We'll be meeting her shortly, but Veronica, the Brotherhood of Steel Scribe, Christine is her ex. The great love that she lost, that she talks about all the time. Oh boy. Come on, Super Slam, do your thing. That's why I took that perk. I thought he was at least supposed to stagger if I crippled a limb. Oh well. Jesus Christ, Marie. There we go. That's all I needed. Well, maybe not quite at all. But close. What the hell? Thank you. Jesus. That was something else. Alright, let's go retrieve Waking Cloud. Wait, what the fuck is all this? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You spawned in white legs too? That's alright. Them I know how to handle. First things first, retrieve Waking Cloud.
I walk in. We pass like...
Now we can hit the mining detonator.
Found them.
Alright. Well, we can take out their mongrel. That's not too bad. Now it sounds like Waking Cloud has gotten into a fight up top, so I just hope they don't kill her before I get there. That'll irritate me.
Are you sure this wound is grievous? I can't keep...
Quit giving me critical strikes on Waking Cloud. Jesus.
I need help.
Thank you. Man, that was dumb. Okay. We got the white legs. Everything should be good. Well, I don't really want to because it might make even more respawns, but
Stay cautious.
There are enemies nearby too. Fucking spawned in something else. Sounds like a gecko.
Stay cautious.
Okay, well, I know I can get up on this side. Hi, Jeremiah. Yes, I'm going to play Fallout 4 eventually. It's not super high on the priority list. But it is going to happen. I'm going to finish up this game, Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil 7, at least. Your hunger level is increased. Screw that. Ruby's casserole, my dude. Delicious and nutritious. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ! Fucking respawn rate in this game. Oh, thank you. Geckos I can at least deal with. Well, and I've still got to go get the gecko over here that was stopping me from fast traveling. Then I need to fast travel back to the cave in order to get Waking Cloud out of the river. That could trigger a respawn. We just have to hope it doesn't. Alright. Thank goodness. Oh, man. This is all taking a lot longer than I expected. We're already down to about 10 minutes left to stream. But no matter. We need to head southeast down this road toward the Pine Creek Tunnel. Or at least I thought we did. Caution. Where? I thought there were more enemies over here. I might have already dealt with them.
This is Pine Creek, one of the only ways out of Zion Valley. Watch out. Many dangerous beasts lair nearby.
Yeah, there's another Yaogwai. The white legs keep coming and coming and coming. That they do. Oh boy. There we go. Oh boy.
Messy business. I am glad it's over.
Well, that went better. Probably because they were cubs, but still. Yeah, I don't think anything else has spawned back here, but I like to be certain.
We pass like moonlight.
Alright, time to deal with the White Leg camp at Bighorn Bluff. So that's actually at the Virgin Fork campground, if I remember right. So let's travel somewhere nearby, and rather than jump right in the middle of them. Substation Peregrine sounds like a good bet. Holy shit!
No choice.
It's going full New Vegas on me. With the fresh respawns right in front of my face.
Business. I am glad it's over.
Alright. What's your Algwai meat like for an option in hardcore mode? You know, it's not bad even on its own, except it's heavily radiated. But as with virtually everything, it's much better if you can cook it. Alright. I'm just trying to look to the north, to the Virgin Fork campground. Hey Octahedron, hey Craig. Sorry, you guys are kind of coming in at the end. We're going to stop in the next 10 minutes or so. Now here's peak New Vegas. Look at this. See, nothing has spawned yet. It's waiting to spawn them until I walk in, just so I can be surrounded and get bum rushed. Isn't that nice?
Oh, Father, guide and protect us, your humble children, as we labor in the vineyards. And make us strong to resist those who would steal Zion from us.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's going to do. Alright. Well, we can't snipe anything from up here, it seems. Let's go down to the bridge.
This is the only sure path from the Narrows to Pine Creek. They will be cut to ribbons by these traps.
What should we do about it?
Disarm the traps if you can. Or find the Whitelegs who place them and drive them off. Our advanced scouts should be able to deal with them if they don't have to fight off raiders at the same time.
These traps must have come from somewhere. I bet the Whitelegs who placed them are still around.
I would suspect you are right. Perhaps we should try to find them before they lay more traps.
Let's take care of it then.
As you say.
Alright, so we got traps.
You leave me no choice.
I have this under control.
I don't like to
right in the face. You're always late to these things. Well, I mean, it's hard not to be. I stream really fucking early in the morning. Well, I guess that depends on where you are. A lot of my European followers make it to these streams on their lunch breaks and whatnot, which I really appreciate. Alright. Oh my goodness, it's a bark scorpion. I haven't seen one of those in ages. Okay, it's 6:51 a.m. Oh, you're in the same time zone as me, Craig. It's 6:51 a.m. for me as well. Silent pain, those chances are 100%. Where are the rest of the traps? Are they down under the bridge? No?
Father, I ask that you guide this man who is the vessel of your will. Show him the light of your wisdom and the peace of your love. Amen.
Alright. It's almost 8:30 there. What time zone is that, Silent, if you don't mind me asking? Because it's 6:53 where I am. I don't know how it could be approaching 30 somewhere unless they're half time zones I'm unaware of. Oh, we've hit peak New Vegas so many times already, Craig. Busted physics, what have you.
Let's move on. I don't like to linger in this place.
Just another dead white leg. It's funny too, because my viewership always starts to tick upwards, like right when it's time for me to end the stream. I guess because, you know, people who wake up at more reasonable hours start coming in. I'm confused, because I disarmed all the traps. Killed everything I can see. The quest has not resolved.
Daniel says that most people outside the valley do not keep to the Father's ways. Perhaps when you leave, you will carry his word with you.
Well, we got some geckos. I mean, that's something. Guess I'll shoot them. Even to this day, it's hard to play without mods. Yeah, it is. I mean, I couldn't. I had to install a bunch of mods just to get it stable enough to actually play without crashing. I don't get it. There were a few. There's supposed to be like a big white leg ambush here. And after you kill them all, the quest is supposed to be over. Maybe I'm at the wrong camp. Yeah, I know I'm low on 556. There's not really a good source of it anywhere in Zion. That's the problem. Well, let me see right quick. Oh, it's all over here. Okay. That makes more sense. Let me do this one. And nope, they're all right around here someplace. But, unfortunately, I have to end the stream here. So, thank you for joining me this morning, all of you who are here. I really appreciate it. This has been Let's Play Fallout New Vegas. We at least dealt with the Alguai Cave, and next time we'll deal with the White Legs and their traps. Yes, Keck's right. The Rat Slayer is in Rockflower Cave. So, I will actually be back tomorrow morning at the usual time for a Thursday stream. So, for those of you who are able to make it, I will see you tomorrow. For those of you who were here today, thanks again, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.